Hi, I'm Steve, and this is my co-pilot, Lucy. Let's go flying. Buongiorno. Today I'm flying from Brindisi to Crotone, which is in Calabria. Why Crotone? Because I can't get enough gas in Brindisi to fly all the way to Corsica, so Crotone has to be my stepping stone to Sicily. Anyway, I'm flying this Beech Baron. In a cruise, I forget, maybe 5,000 feet, something like that. And I'm recording this after the flight, actually, so I don't remember what I was doing. So anyway, let's get going. Flying to Crotone from Brindisi, we're essentially going from the boot heel of Italy to somewhere around the sole of the boot. That's the best I can describe it. And the approach to Crotone, I think it's runway 17. Is different from one I've ever flown before. It's a VOR approach to the runway, which means it's off an omnidirectional beacon, which is not actually at the runway. And that will have certain consequences when we get there. One of them being you don't really get lateral guidance to the runway. And in fact, you actually pass that beacon and it's like you're getting farther away from the airport when you're getting closer to it.
Brindisi Tower Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo frequency change.
I just acknowledged the frequency change, so air traffic control will leave me alone the rest of the flight. I don't plan to, I'm not going to change the different frequency, then you wind up to just wasting a lot of time talking to various centers. There's the route we're going to take. Brindisi, right across that, well, I don't know what part of that, the instep, I don't know. Anyway, and that's the approach, VOR approach to Crotone, right there. We'll be doing a little bit of a loop down there, not quite what that looks like. Pilot, and not much to do other than, you know, look at the scenery, twiddle my thumbs. This is the plane flying, the Beech Baron twin engine. It's a nice little small twin engine, easy to handle, but not exceptionally fast. Faster than a Cessna 152. Or 172 or a Bonanza, but not real fast. So I like it for kind of short hops like this one. This was about a 35-40 minute flight, which I substantially edited in this So you can see our progress right there, and here on the Navgraph chart, there's Crotone down there, which if you're using a boot analogy, frankly, I can't tell you where the heck it would be. And I've edited this substantially, so I cut our flight time across the water, which is pretty boring, actually, nothing to look at. So we're now approaching the other part of the Italian mainland, closing in on Crotone, and what more I can say about that. There's our approach. As you can see, a bit of a loop around to approach the runway. So there's the approach I was talking about. We're going to be flying towards the airport, then looping around like it shows on the MFD to the right, multi-function display, and we're just about now entering that approach right now. And as I said, the beacon that we're going to is not really at the airport. I think it's short of the airport. So you're going to see that purple needle down there on the left-hand screen, the primary flight display. It's going to go green, or I'm going to change it to green. And as I go along, I noticed the distance to the airport, instead of decreasing, was increasing, because it wasn't really to the airport, it was to that beacon, which is not at the airport. So this is called a VOR approach, not very precise. It'll get you to the airport, but then it's up to you to line up with the runway and land. The terrain here around Crotone is more interesting than over by Brindisi. Brindisi is kind of in a plain, flat, maybe alluvial plain, I don't know. A geologist could tell you. But it's not very mountainous around there. Brindisi, as I've noted before, in Roman times was Brundisium, and that was their gateway to Greece, to Italy. That's where their fleets went out of. Now you notice what I was talking about, the green arrow down there is indicating that the airport's behind us, but it's not really, it's ahead of us there, just a little bit to the left of the cowling. And the reason the arrow said it was behind us is because the beacon is behind us. Once again, you can take a look and see that arrow's pointing the other direction. And we know the airport's right in front of us because I can see the runway. So that green localizer indicator is no help at all at this point. But I'm now off the autopilot anyway, and lining up manually, hand flying to line up with the runway. That makes this a more challenging and really, frankly, a more interesting approach than just following an ILS glide slope, or doing an RNAV approach with vertical guidance. So that's something I learned about a VOR approach. Don't pay attention to that arrow. Getting closer and getting lined up. Got the speed down around, airspeed around 90, 100 knots, something like that. outright in this plane. And a little bit of a crosswind. Landing's more of an art than a science. You have to keep the runway about the same spot on the windscreen, perspective-wise. And as you get closer and lower, you kind of raise your sight. And that means raising the nose, which slows the plane further until ideally you want to stall it just above the runway, just off the runway, and the plane stops flying and touches down and rolls to a stop. Rolls to a stop when you put on the brakes. So anyway, here we are in Crotone, and I'm going to jump off next time from here to go to Sicily, and see you on that flight, I hope. Well, of course, I won't see you, but I hope you'll watch further videos, and if you would like them, subscribe to my channel, Aptos Flyer, at YouTube. I have 21 subscribers now. I only need 980 some subscribers to get to 1,000, and when I get there, I get ad revenue. Maybe I can make a living at this. I doubt it, though. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with good day.